anybody feel comfortable or feel bad. I'm just doing this, for example, for content where like people get have a value. So for me, it was like, okay, that salute and what they went through, bro. That is not my battle to fight. It's just not. So
that's nasty, bro.
I respect their community, what they do, and for me to push an agenda on that, why would I do that?
Yeah.
I live here. My friends are Jewish. My, like,
Yo, that's fucking grimy, my nigga. That's fucking... Nigga try to say, why would I do that, man? My friends are Jewish. Bro, definitely another version of... Yo, cuz how could I be racist, man? My friends are black. Like, come on, I got black friends. There's no way I could be racist. It's impossible.
Shooters, niggas don't really be shooters. Shit go left, I know how to. Shit go left, I know how to maneuver. I can get bread on the block of computers. I ain't bulletproof, but I'ma up first. I'm too paranoid, I don't be trusting.
We here.
Jersey, 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 nigga. New Jersey.
We here with another fucking reaction, man. Another day, another fucking reaction, bro. Another day, another reaction, man. And today we got a continuation in what is, I'm going to call the self-destruction of Sneako right now. I don't know, like I said, bro was doing good. I was just getting in tune with him. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know. Maybe he just said fuck it, man. Maybe he just said fuck it. But hey, let's get into this, man. Let's see. Sneako ruined his career and started panicking. Now, I don't know why for some reason. I think it's just because I did like, I think like one. Did I do like one or like two? I can't even really. I think it was like one or two reactions to some shit about Sneako, bro. My YouTube, every time I get on this shit, bro, it's never showed me Sneako clips before. I just keep getting clips of Sneako constantly just, I don't know. I guess you could call it coping. Bro is like basically trying to defend himself every 5 seconds. Every 5 seconds you hearing that somebody's not standing up for him. And everybody from that night kind of just threw him underneath the bus. It's just like, then you hearing from one person that Sneako played the song. Then you hear from another. Then you hear from Sneako he didn't play the song. Then you hearing he played it in the bus. He played it and it's just like, yo, bro, we gotta get into that Kanye apology too, though, because that's a whole other thing we gotta talk about. Because this is another part of what I was saying in my other Sneako reaction about just blindly following shit, bro, just dick riding. But we're going to get into this video, man. Sneako ruined his career and started panicking. A video by Old Meezy. My guy, bro. My guy. Hit that right there. Let's get into this shit, man.
You know, people will say, you know, he's not top G anymore. He can't fight anymore, etc. When I was in my prime, I did it. I get to live and sleep peacefully at night knowing that when I was 20 something and I was in my prime, I used my youth and I did it.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm
or
not
Sneako will say he's top G.
Oh,
no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can I ask you about that? Sure. I'm curious because you guys have had a I don't know how much time you've had together, but I remember a long time ago, I think he went to Romania.
Yeah. He wanted to be me and he copied me for a very long time. And then eventually via Fresh and Fit, he came out to see me and then he was really weird. So I stopped talking to him. And for years I didn't talk to him because he's done many very weird things. And the only reason I'm not telling the story is because he loves attention so much that he wants me to tell the story.
Fair.
That's just who he is.
Fair.
And he's a weirdo. And I refuse to talk to him because he's very strange. And basically, I think his name is pretty appropriate. You know, anyone who calls himself Sneaky. Hi, my name's Sneaky. Yo, like, to be fair, what man walks around and says, hi, my name's Sneaky, be my friend? It's like, no, just being a little prick on the internet, like a little girl crying about me all the time, because that's how he gets clicks, my name.
No way, gang.
Clicks.
Dude, I love attention so much. You're going on a podcast tour about a song. You're burying your reputation right now. This is not a good look for you. It's embarrassing the fact that you call yourself the top G and a song is making you fold under pressure. The person who's supposed to be unfazed, hard to kill, the masculine essence who's not afraid of the Matrix is folding over a song.
Do I have to look up? I literally don't have any wristbands.
I'll figure it out. He just told me to talk to him.
No way he's getting
one
banned.
thing at a time.
Tell the guy he doesn't need to come and film it. I just want to have
Yeah, I saw this one. I saw this one. I saw this one. Yo, the boxing event, that boxing event is a whole nother thing, bro. Y'all gonna have to just see my reaction on this shit about Adam, bro. Cause it's just like, bro, that shit blew my shit. I watched it, right? Oh my God, bro. Biggest waste of fucking time ever, bro. But yeah, I heard I heard Sneako had got turned away at the door, bro.
Stay over there.
Wow, no way you're a
man.
goofy goober.
Tonight is going to be a no, brother. All right.
All right.
I think you know why.
Yeah, let's go.
Wow. Sneako's a real funny dude, man. His hard times are continuing as he is now facing the real life consequences and backlash from his whole Miami nightclub incident. Not only is he seeing the backlash from the different communities that were affected, not only is he seeing himself getting banned from these different places and spaces, but he's also losing the protection and comfort being around the collection of weirdos that he called friends. It's not just Tate that turned on Sneako. The entire Red Pill community and their whole alliance turned on Sneako. And the way that you have known racists and anti-Semites turning their back on you lets me know that all of it was fake this entire time. If you're new to this and you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way for us during this Ice-mageddon that we're going through in the South. Now, back into the video. If you didn't know, there's been like rifts in the Red Pill community for a long time. As some of these characters go further into nonsensical dissension, people have been turning their back on them, you know, dispelling them from these groups, etc., for the past couple of years. Most notably though in this is the Andrew Tate and Sneako beef. They've had tension for the past, what, year, 2 years at this point? And things reignited earlier this month with the whole Venezuelan takeover from the US government. Now there were some other things to that beef, some questions about morality. I'm not gonna get into it because it's kind of political, plus, you know, might get clapped up over it. But ultimately it was two egos, zero accountability being had. And honestly, it's funny because all of that leads up to this boiling point that we're at right now. We made a song that is banned in the car and in the club. They got called out on it. Sneako was the fall guy in the whole situation. Everybody pointed their fingers at Sneako when they came back. They started burning bridges left, right, and sideways. Whole establishment started banning the group, but most notably Sneako from going to different places and spaces. And the whole internet started piling up on Sneako, which activated his fight or flight response.
I think Sneako played the song.
Yeah.
I think Tristan explicitly told me that Sneako played the song.
If Sneako played the song, Sneako played the song. I don't think that any of them are deeply anti-Semitic genuinely. I think they're just kids. It gets a reaction. They think they're funny. They're on the internet. I really didn't do anything wrong. I understand why some people were offended. I got on a bus. Full-grown men made decisions while I sat on my phone. I then got off the bus and stood in a nightclub while other people played songs while I sat on my phone.
Now remember, there were 6 other grown men involved in this situation. And for what it's worth, Sneako wasn't even the one who was like boisterous about the song. Hell, he couldn't even say the words, which I think is an indictment on who he is in all of this. Like, you're faking it until you make it to impress a bunch of dudes. That shit is kind of weird, gang. But somehow, some way, some shape, some form, some fashion, Sneako is the one to blame, not Myron, who was gung-ho about the song, throwing it up, going hard, banging his head. Not Nick Fuentes, who was also bobbing along to the song. But for some reason, you had everybody, like Tristan Tate, Andrew Tate's brother, point the fingers at Sneako. And it's crazy because only until receipts showed themselves do we find out that it actually wasn't Sneako. It was Fresh and Myron who were saying like, yo, we need to play this song.
Damn, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd have been mad, I ain't gonna lie. But you put yourself in this situation. That's exactly what I said in the other video. Like, it's like a weird feeling because it's like on one end, you're like, damn, man, like, you feel a little bad for the nigga. But then it's like, gang, you could have easily avoided it. Like, it's not like it's something that you got forced to be involved in. He could have avoided that shit. And I'm pretty sure he knows that. That's probably what the nigga be saying with now, like, damn, like, yeah, man, like, why did I make that move? I really thought them niggas was gonna have my back. Bro, it's literally a bunch of niggas that everyone don't like because they're a bunch of slimy niggas. Why would you think, oh yeah, you know, they're not gonna be slimy. They're gonna be slimy to me because, you know, maybe they just see that everybody doesn't like me too, and they you know, they feel like we relate. No, nigga. Like, I don't.
Oh yeah, he's telling Nick right there. And then I think he whispers it to the girl right there to go. Or maybe that's Walter. He's telling Walter to play it.
Let's kick the ugly bitches. He's gonna get them to play H8. Oh.
Look at him. Now Myron's a degenerate himself.
And he was, No wonder nigga wasn't trying to defend Sneako. That nigga knew that shit was going. This nigga Myron is a fucking snake, gang.
We know that. I'll get to that in 2 seconds because I think he also plays a pivotal role in this entire conversation. But I believe that a lot of people saw this moment in time as an opportunity to kick Sneako's back in. Because even after going to that Miami nightclub, knowing that Myron was the one who prompted the song, Fresh went to a podcast and totally lied, totally undercut this whole situation.
So you were out that night with Andrew Tate and Sneako and everybody. In general, do you think, because to me it seemed like you and Tate weren't about that nonsense.
Not at all.
Wow.
What is exactly your view on that, man?
So again, I know why the guys are doing it. It's for clicks and for content. Now, the thing that's anti-Semitic, honestly, no. But for me, I'm not here to make anybody feel comfortable or feel bad. I'm just doing this, for example, for content where like people have a value. So for me, it was like, okay, that salute and what they went through, bro, that is not my battle to fight. It's just not. So
that's nasty, bro.
I respect their community, what they do, and for me to push an agenda on that, why would I do that? Yeah. I live here. My friends are Jewish.
That's fucking grimy, my nigga. That's nigga trying to say, why would I do that, man? My friends are Jewish, bro. Definitely another version of cuz how could I be racist, man? My friends are black. Like, come on, I got black friends. There's no way I could be racist. It's impossible.
Disgusting, honestly.
This type of nasty behavior happened pretty much the entire weekend and throughout this whole fiasco where people were seen during this situation celebrating the song, having fun, laughing, giggling, and all this other stuff like that. And now they are contradicting themselves. Fresh asked the DJ to play. Now he's morally outraged because he has friends that are Jewish, he lives there, all these other things like that. Andrew Tate could have left but sat there as they played the song and let them use him for views. But now it's not right at all. And now we're sitting here at a time in which we can kick Sneako's back in because somebody had to be the fall guy and, you know, it's convenient. Now, after that whole Miami nightclub incident, Sneako felt the backlash almost immediately. The next day when he tried to apologize, that's when a friend of his who seemingly is Jewish came to the internet while Sneako was streaming and told him like, yo, it's fuck you guys. That was messed up.
You know you're banned from everything now, right? You smoked yourself. He's been in my vlogs. It's this promoter who's been in my vlogs. He's been a friend of mine for a while. We've had back and forth. He's a Zionist, and he just said I'm banned from everything. Call him. Let me call him.
The racist.
Hey, what's up? I'm streaming right now.
Damn.
I can see that.
Y'all heard how you just got on the phone? The racist. Oh my God, no, he's good.
So I'm banned from everything?
That's what I hear.
I ain't even seen nothing about it the first time,
You're
but like
banned
often.
from virtually, am I on stream? I don't want my face on stream.
Oh, okay, yeah, just put your voice.
You're virtually banned from every single hospitality group in the United States.
Like what?
Tao Group, Groot Hospitality, H-Root Group, virtually every restaurant.
Watch Sneako's face during this moment. Like, watch him.
You're pretty much banned for your anti-Semitic remarks and your absolute racism and your hatred towards Jews. I thought we were friends.
We are friends. You don't want to be friends anymore?
Oh, I haven't been your friend in over a year, my man. Your anti-Semitism
Look at it go from the smile to the...
It's blatantly disgusting. It's very, very offensive. You know, I've hosted you thousands of times, taken care of you. I've been a true friend.
Look at his face.
And all I've ever received from you is hatred, racism, and just anti-Semitism.
When have I been racist or hateful towards you?
When you play HH in a club, dickhead, that's when you're
Yo,
racist.
bro, bro. Oh God, that's the same shit I said when I reacted to Meezy video the last time. Cause this nigga's a fucking dickhead, and I feel like he's doing it on purpose. That's what's pissing me off even more. Cause it's like if I feel like the nigga's doing it on purpose, gang. Like he know. Like there's no way the nigga really consciously does not know that shit was wrong. He has to know, and he's just thinking that okay, yeah, we. You know what I mean? My brand is just to be edgy and not give a fuck and don't fold under like, bro, that's not fold. This isn't like just folding under pressure, my nigga. This isn't just
etc. But I guess he overestimated his status in all of these conversations. And it really, really got under his skin when everybody decided to flip on him. When he got on the live stream that same night with Myron and he saw that Myron wasn't defending him. You can see his face throughout that whole interaction. It just screams like, aggravated. Oh wow, I fucked up because I'm gonna be the one who gets the hit for this. When you see the live stream the next day or so with Aiden Ross where he completely gets bitched in real time for overreacting and not keeping it 100 or not being consistent with him, ultimately to get called a tampon by Vitali. You can see Sneako's world getting flipped upside down in real time.
Listen to this song. This should not be something that people try to distance from.
I don't care. I just offended you, bro. I don't care. Why are you telling me? I don't give a fuck. Go tell people that are not having your back. I literally just said that. I'll talk to you later. Sorry, I mean.
I appreciate it. Vitali, welcome home.
All right.
Bro. Welcome home.
You're a fucking cut that nigga shit right off.
Sheesh.
I'm sick of a new tampon. Oh my goodness, he's gonna get upset.
Bro, what the fuck happened?
I don't, dude. I really don't understand. I tried that too. You can't, you can't really. It's not about. I don't really know. I feel bad.
And then you have the real disrespect. Andrew Tate goes on a tirade talking about how Sneako is irrelevant. They use him for clicks. They've never been friends. They haven't been friends for years. All this other stuff. Tate goes on a podcast tour belittling Sneako for what he has done and how Sneako has used him and the fact that they just aren't cool like that. It's actually quite insane to watch in real time.
People are saying you sold Sneako out, saying that Sneako was the person who played this.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. If a nigga was into like one of those, like, you know what I'm saying, conspiracies all the time, you would have been like, yo, this shit was all planned premeditatedly or some shit, gang. The way everybody seemed like they had a PR tour set up and ready to just throw bro under the bus, you would have thought the whole plan was to do that in the first place. Like, I don't know if he asked to be there that night or he was invited or whatever the plan was, but it's like niggas' whole plan was like, yo, we're about to just like, we see this nigga here. He seems like he has just a teeny bit of still little touch with the good graces, but he want to rock with us. He think he can do both, but we about to put him through a situation where he gonna lose all that, just like we already damn near don't have all that. So niggas just took Sneako from being just a little bit there and maybe a little good graces and just said, all right, now you completely on that side. You completely on that side. And bro don't even realize how bad it is to just be completely on that side as a nigga like him, because he's a nigga that's always complaining about how everybody don't want to collaborate with him. He be fighting between caring about niggas collaborating and not caring about niggas collaborating. But at the end of the day, he's the only one out of all them niggas in that bus that genuinely give a fuck about a lot of the other content creators collaborating with him. So I don't even know why the hell he does that shit. It's just dumb. Like, it's dumb. You have connections with creators that them other niggas possibly wouldn't even be able to get on their platforms. Why the fuck would you kill that for yourself? Just to stoop yourself down to their level.
You've just said, having been through a lot, it's just kind of like, let me avoid another tragedy.
Yeah, the problem with talking about him is he likes it because he needs it for his stream. So he's going to take this clip and he's going to sit on his stream to his few viewers and he's going to make a big deal of it. First things first, I don't think I sold him out, and I'll tell you why. Firstly, he hasn't been my friend for a very long time. He's not my boy.
Yikes.
He's not like Tristan.
Yikes.
You know, I hung out with him years ago when he was emulating me, trying to be me, desperately. I made his career by speaking to him. Otherwise, he would have stayed a nobody forever. Instead of showing me thanks for that, he started, every time I wouldn't reply to his texts, go on stream and cry in some way and complain about me.
I ain't gonna lie, him saying that is crazy for me to know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I did my little teeny research of the Sneako lore, but I'm pretty sure he already had 1 million subs before Andrew Tate was even a thing, right? Like, before the whole Andrew Tate, him as a character just popped up and everything, I'm pretty sure, like, Sneako was already, like, a relevant person, like, back then. I'm saying, I don't know. Hey, I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
It was very bitchy. It was very weird. Like, he'd beg to be my friend one side and then do a stream insulting me the next side, back and forth, anything for views. Very strange. And I'm not the only person he did it to. And then I said to Tristan, anyone who names themselves Sneako, like, you're naming yourself Sneaky. Imagine I was saying, hey, my name's Rat. It's a fucking shit name and it's weird. Sneaky doesn't matter. When this controversy's over, he's gonna have to go back to making videos no one watches, trying to find some other controversy. He's not in business. He's not making any money. He's not close to the Trump family. He's not moving politics.
Yikes.
No Hollywood actor wants him. He isn't connected to the royal family in Dubai. He isn't doing anything. He's not in a position where if he says the wrong thing, the royal family in Dubai will say, sorry, you can't have your political protection and your golden visa. Sorry, we can't give you the Emirati passport anymore. Like, he's at such a low level. He doesn't even contemplate the world above him. He doesn't understand why some people can't do what he's doing.
Now, I think Andrew Tate unearthed a lot in that conversation, and there was definitely some hypocrisy and stuff like that, because he's definitely using him as a shield in this conversation. But it ultimately goes to show two things. One, these guys never really had your back. They were never really your friends. They were never any of this stuff. You abandoned that whole life that you were going down and the path that you were going down in the first half of your content creation journey to align yourself with guys that were ultimately going to leech off of you in order to get you and your audience hooked to their stuff, but ultimately turn their back on you when it saw fit. And right now, based off of the conversations with the powers that be, it seems as though this is the time to turn their back on you. And number two, it is interesting though, the point about you needing him for clicks. Sneako needing Tate in order to drive viewership. And I would attribute this to this whole controversy content era that Sneako or Myron or Andrew or Clavicular, whoever, you know, falls into. The only reason why that stuff was even relevant at the time it was is because it was controversial. It was poppy. It was clicky. People had fun because they felt like free speech was under attack because you guys told them free speech was under attack, and it just got super edgy. But you guys got less clever about it on the day-to-day, got really on the nose about it, switched your moral stance while still preaching that you need to have a moral stance every now and again. And now you look like a jackass when people turn their back on you. I saw a clip not too long ago of Nick Fuentes criticizing Myron Gaines for wearing a anti-Semitic costume, one that makes him look like a stereotypical Jewish person. And he gave him harsh criticisms.
That's Crazy so Chicago sent $50. God bless you. But how about Myron doubling down on his intros? Hashtag shut it down.
I don't like that stuff. I think it's silly. You know, I think that stuff like that, I mean, to the extent that you do the edgelording, I think less is more. I think, you know, if you do it once in a while, maybe it can be funny, but you know, wearing the Cookie Monster thing everywhere, the Klan outfit, the fucking Jew costume, you know, I think there's a fine line with that stuff where it can be funny, but then if you do it too much, it crosses over into self-parody. And I think it's silly. But, you know, I like Myron, but that's not my style.
Candlebar sent $20.
Now, this is totally ironic coming from Nick Fuentes, who is wearing the quarter zip, and the type of quarter zip that he's wearing is a reference to Jeffrey Epstein. I think it's all pretty weird. But the stuff that he's saying is absolutely true. This is like when you and your friends do a little game where you do these fingers or put the little 3 circles below your waistline and you're doing the punching game. And it was cool while you were in 7th grade, but in 8th grade, everybody kind of grew up, but you're still doing it. And now in front of the girls in your class, they're making you feel like a loser for doing the same things they did. Yeah, this is the situation that these guys who still participate in controversial content sit in. Hell, even this morning, Kanye West put out a long apology to the Jewish community and to the Black community to some extent about all the anti-Semitic rhetoric and anti-Black rhetoric that he's been putting out for the past couple years. So now you guys are left holding the bag looking like jackasses. And when the cool kids in the circle game situation turn their back on you, all you can do is scrimp and scramble and try to figure out ways to get back in their good graces. Instead of just saying that like, yo, it's dumb, Sneako and Myron continue to double down in the bit. They keep throwing the circles up. They keep doing the little hand gesture. And so now you're sitting here with a bunch of burnt bridges. You're getting thrown under the bus by Walter and every other friend that you have, or I should say, friend that you had in the industry. How you seemingly can't even come into the brand risk event. Now, they did ultimately let him in, but you know, it's still funny for the bit. But now here you are in real time trying to convince a collective of people that, hey, they also did the thing. Why aren't they standing with me? While everybody else is either apologizing, moving on, you know, saying that it's wrong, whatever the case may be. And they're leaving you out to dry. Now, I have a prediction for Sneako going forward. He's gonna try to go on different people's platforms. He's gonna try to rectify these situations by, you know, saying that it wasn't just him or it wasn't a big deal. And people are gonna continue to use him for content for the next couple weeks. But after that, he's just gonna go back to the same old song and dance and grifting gimmick that he's been getting off for a little while now. He'll spin up his religious tropes. He'll even go at attacking some of these guys for where they're morally corrupt. But at the end of the day, the music is playing, Sneako, and the walls are closing in. It's time to wrap this shit up ASAP, my brother, because the only reason why people are watching you so intentfully now is because they want to see your demise and they want to see your downfall. The collective that was even cool with being seen with you in public has now turned their back on you. I'm excited to see. You know why? Because I get to make a video about you, gang. That's it. It's not like you're doing anything new, innovative, or creative that is like forcing people to sit down and get glued to their phones. No. You're Jack Dohertying it at this point. Like, people are watching you crash and burn, and that's all you're good for at this point.
My girl used to watch Sneako content, she said, back in the day and everything like that. And from what niggas was saying, they said the nigga was a really good YouTuber. I looked at some of the nigga old videos. It was pretty hype. He seemed like, it's funny as hell because he seemed like a nigga that was thriving back then because it was really different at the time and still kind of cool to be edgy. You get like a decade or so of niggas just being edgy and shit like that, man. Say maybe two, it was 2 decades, right? Because YouTube been around for a minute. You get like 2 decades of niggas just being edgy, bro. This shit starts to get annoying, bro. Like it ain't even funny anymore. Now you're just being a dickhead. Especially the older you get, like it's just like, gang, like come on, bro. Even when, and at least when some of these niggas, they look at them like you're just really 100% around the board, be like these niggas is just crazy. Like, these niggas are not even just doing it for the gimmick. They're actually dickheads, like, all around. Bro's trying to be a dickhead. And not even fully want the repercussions. Like, he want the content aspect of it, but don't want to actually get the real-life consequences. He wants to be able to get the content off, but let it just be content. Like, yo, you can't get mad at this shit in real life, gang. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just joking. It's a video. It's just a joke. Gang. Oh boy, man, this shit is crazy, man. Well, that's the video, bro. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you stay updated with every video I put up on this channel. All the links are gonna be in the description. And as always, I hope y'all was entertained. Cause that's all I care about is that y'all be entertained. And we'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.
It ain't no need for discussion. I just gotta keep working. Whole lot of things that I'm trying to purchase. Trying to see the hills, only seeing murder. I ain't rich, but my pockets ain't hurting. Locked in, so I ain't with the flirting. Know it's cops on the block, they be lurking. Bro posted up and ain't nobody nervous. Pop a 30 and bro go berserk. Smooch on my Zod chest starting to hurt. Only go up, I can't go back to nothing. Really feel like that shit really works. Like I remember when I was in church and I ain't wanna give them alert. Niggas got shit to say when they ain't in the position. Gotta focus, some niggas don't listen.